I'm Brian Kemp. Welcome back. We're gonna be reviewing a few YouTube political campaign ads involving firearms. Our Second Amendment, something that we really need, like desperately. What do you think, Steven?
I've shot guns in Boy Scouts.
I've shotgunned beers in Boy Scouts. First up, we have Marley. So, this is the kind of person we're dealing with, and we're going to watch one of her wonderful campaign ads involving, you guessed it, firearms.
Joe Biden abandoned Americans in Afghanistan, got 13 of our best soldiers killed, gave a kill list of Americans to the Taliban.
Taliban still exists?
Hold on. Taliban, I don't think that... Where'd she get that information? Did you know that Joe Biden sold us out for sweet treats like in Narnia? Did you know that?
I didn't know. If I did, then I feel like I wouldn't be finding it out from this video.
No, straight up. It's gonna give our list away? I didn't know we had a list, to be honest,
An armed and Islamic terrorist nation with $83 billion in weapons like this one. Biden should be impeached. Now I'm doing a gun giveaway of my own, but for Americans only. I want...
Oh, giveaway?
You think that's really heavy for her? Also,
it looks heavy. She's like...
Give away this weapon because I don't want it anymore.
Please take it.
I really don't want it. This weapon is giving us viruses. You can tell by these pop-ups.
You to win this .50 caliber rifle that Democrats will ban if they keep the House next year. While Joe Biden broke America's pledge to never leave a man behind, Nancy Pelosi is sneaking the Green New Deal into the $3.5 trillion budget. And in 2022...
That guy?
I've been fucking him since July, and he does things to me that my husband never could. You don't understand my needs, Tom.
I'm going to blow away the Democrat socialist agenda.
She's gonna blow Democrat. No, I'm sure. Or my name isn't Margaret Nutella Dirt.
And the Prius. I love the Prius. I do love it. Me and my friend Nicole, we wrote a song about the Prius.
What?
Whipping in the Prius, whipping in the Prius, whipping in the whip, whipping in the whipping in the Prius. See your girl, she trying to be us. Whipping so fast, all these bitches kiss my ass. Prius build different, why don't you get ducking? Whipping in the Prius. Whipping in the whipping in the whipping in the whipping in the bitch, you trying to be us. Whipping so fast, all you bitches kiss my ass. Prius built different, why don't you get the hint? Inferior, we're superior, Prius bitches live forever. You're inferior.
That's art right there. That's art. Jesus Christ! There couldn't be a third one, could there? I don't think there's a third explosion, Steven. I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be a third explosion, Steven, right?
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
I don't think there would be a third explosion.
Well, if you're sure.
But, oh my God! Jesus!
Go to the website below and sign
You know what's
up to
funny?
win my .50 caliber gun before Joe Biden bans
Alright,
it.
so Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? Margarine? I don't care. Her main issue is the Green New Deal. But she's greengun.com. Let's make sure our guns are good for the environment, baby. Let's make these guns good. If we had socialism, we would all have the plague.
That kind of happened. COVID-19
You know what?
is just like a metaphor.
Socialism happens, somebody eats a bat. And then... insurrection. You want to introduce this lovely fellow? He's your favorite candidate, I hear.
Oh, is this Brian Kemp?
This is Brian Kemp. Brian Kemp and his daughter's boyfriend or something.
He wants to be. He would love to be.
He really wants to be. He is a horny... I haven't had pussy in years, sir. I will say whatever I need to. This one's called Brian Kemp Laugh Track. This is by... not conservatives. I know it might seem like it, but this laugh track was not originally in. It was silent.
I'm Brian Kemp. I'm so conservative.
Why are there always explosions?
I own guns. The no one's taking away. My chainsaw's ready to rip up some regulations.
Stop it! Stop laughing! He's serious, people! This is serious, alright? He blows up the competition. Nobody's taking away his rifle. Stop! Stop! This is real!
It's gonna be okay.
This is his livelihood.
I got a big truck, just in case I need to round up criminal illegals and take them home myself.
If he had a Prius, he would be able to fit a lot more.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to do that, honestly, but with a Prius, it'd be a lot more doable, you know?
And he'd be able to sneak them back across without, like, attracting attention.
Yeah.
They'd be like, see the big truck, they're like, suspicious, but the Prius.
Yeah. No, straight up,
wouldn't even hear
it's
it.
like a clown car, you know? I mean, what engine? Am I right? Where's the carbon footprint?
None. He could literally create his own with his guns.
I'm Brian Kemp, and I'm not allowed to do this, but I will. Into our country, because I need more workers.
Yep, I just said that. I'm Brian Kemp. If you want a politically incorrect conservative, that's me.
I'm Brian Kemp, and I'm not politically correct. I just said that.
I'm Brian Kemp, and I'm just not correct.
I just said that.
I'm Brian Kemp, and while I am Christian, I don't care about Jesus. And neither do you. I'm Brian Kemp.
I'm Brian Kemp.
We're Brian Kemp.
I'm Brian Kemp. Oh my guns, my chainsaw and my truck.
No, I'm Brian Kemp.
I'm Brian Kemp. I'm Dirty Dan.
I'm Brian Kemp.
You're Brian Kemp.
You're Brian Kemp.
Oh, thank God. I was freaking out. I had like an identity crisis.
I just hope there's nobody else that's Brian Kemp.
We got a lot of
Brian Kemp. You've heard about all my guns, my chainsaw, and my truck. Now career politician Casey Cagle is falsely attacking me.
The day I found out what kegels were, changed my life. I was like, I'm gonna do these. Like, I'm gonna be so good at kegels. And this man right here is my best friend.
I'm Brian Kemp, and I ordered a Papa John's pizza. He is the delivery driver. I recruited him.
Why do you think that is, Jake?
Because you're a proud, hardcore Trump conservative on spending, immigration, and guns. Because Kegel's in a major corruption scandal and dropping like a rock in the polls?
Sound effect.
That's the drop in the polls, you know?
Sounds like a drop in rock.
Hi, I'm Pablo. My name's Tyrone. I'm Uniqua. I'm Tasha.
I'm Brian Kemp.
And we're your backyard friends.
Friends the backyard.
I'm crying temp. It's like some kind of bullied, like, substitute teacher.
Come on, listen to me.
If you won't listen to me, like Jake.
We should have guns in schools so I won't be a crying temp anymore.
I'm Brian Kemp.
This is Jake, young man interested in one of my daughters.
That's Jake. You see the Jake?
I do.
That's Jake.
I would do this.
That's Jake?
Yeah, I depends which of those daughters it was.
You might have been recruited and paid as an actor on my campaign ad, but you will fuck my daughter and take her name.
I'm Brian Kemp, and my sperm could not create a son. So I'm going to take this man Jake and make him my own.
Young man interested in one of my daughters.
Yes, sir.
Fucking yes, sir kills me. He's like, yes, sir. What'd I tell you about looking me in the eyes?
Yes, sir.
Jake asked why I was running for governor. I said 1,
Cap government spending.
2,
Take a chainsaw to regulations.
3,
Make Georgia #1 for small business.
and 2 things if you're gonna date one of my daughters.
I thought he was unable to make eye contact, but I think he's like looking at the script.
Oh, this is scripted?
You're starting to warm on me.
Yes, sir.
Brian, I thought you were like a concert, like a real, you know, like a real boy, like a big boy, you know, big boy, real boy, you know? That was real. I'm Brian Kemp, and sometimes I burp.
But that makes you real.
That makes you real.
Date one of my daughters,
Respect,
and
a healthy appreciation for the Second Amendment, sir.
We're gonna get along just fine.
Fucking, I gotta zoom in on that. Please don't. I won't speak out of turn again.
I told you what would happen, Jake.
I didn't mean it, sir. I'm sorry. I just thought. Can I just have my tip now? I want to go home.
Here's the tip.
I want to go home.
We're gonna get along just fine.
Brian Kemp for governor.
Jake for Camp Pussy.
I hope he got it.
I really hope he got it. Jake is in two campaign ads. I know we don't live in a zombie apocalypse, but someday, I hope we do.
I'm Brian Kemp and my children are currency.
I was thinking what I say about Brian Kemp is the homoerotic tension that seems to be in the Warm campaign. Why did he name it Warm?
Sir.
You're starting to warm on me.
Yes, sir.
Whoa!
You're starting to warm on me.
No one has ever looked at me the way he just looked at
Brian,
Jake.
Brian, I'm sorry. You need to back up a little bit, Brian. I don't like it, Brian.
I'm Brian Kemp, and I'm aroused by plaid collared shirts.
All right, so last couple ones we have Blake Masters, I think. All right, so Blake Masters is like Brian Kemp. If Brian Kemp did have a child, but he was skinny and he spent most of his time inside, he just feels like he spent a little bit too much time on 4chan Nazi section. I don't know how else to describe him. I'm sorry. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, he was in your robotics team, but like he was the most annoying out of your robotics team. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. He's very much a MAGA Republican too. He was running for Senate. He was running for Arizona Senate. I think he lost, but either way, these campaign ads he has are so uncomfortable.
I think Trump won in 2020.
And if I find the one that I originally saw, I will put it at the end of this video. And it's all a continuous fucking long shot, and he's just, yeah, you really gotta get in there. You really gotta touch it up, and this is what they don't want us to have. This intimate connection with our guns. Gotta lick it.
This is a short-barreled rifle. It wasn't designed for hunting. This is designed to kill people. But if you're not a bad guy, I support your right to own one. The Second Amendment is not about duck hunting. It's about protecting your family and your country.
But you could use it for duck hunting, though, right?
It's just for fun,
It's just for fun.
Just get a duck,
a
deer, maybe.
Like who does he want to use it on? What is he?
It's the first thing the Taliban did when Joe Biden handed them Afghanistan.
They went and got ice cream or something.
They got ice cream, and then they gave all their guns back, and they had a feast, like in Whoville.
Oh.
Roast beast.
The roast beast. Is that the Taliban? I think so. He died, but yeah. But they sang it in a minor key.
They took away people's guns. That's how it works. I'm Blake Masters. I'm running for the U.S. Senate in Arizona, and I approve this message.
He's gonna shoot me right now. He's going to. That's the scariest music ever.
It is.
They're taking away our guns. That's how it works. What is it? What is it? You're it.
Like he's trying to use fear.
No. That's how
to get people to
works.
vote for him.
That's how it works. And if you don't vote for me,
Because without gun rights, before long, you have no rights.
why? Why do you have no rights, Blake? Without gun rights, you can't have a green screen. Without gun rights, you can't have guns. Without gun rights, you're not allowed to have sex. And without gun rights, you're not allowed to choose what kind of cereal you have on a Tuesday. Reese's Puffs? No. Chex Mix only.
I like Chex Mix.
I actually do too. Reese's Puffs? No. Grape Nut?
Oh, I like Grape Nut.
Damn it. Only Cheerios. Just the regular Cheerios, but they have like vinegar on them.
I need guns. he just really creeped me out. Like all the other ones, I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, this
like,
is really funny. Yeah. Blake Masters, more like make blasters. So let's end this on a positive note and watch one of his funny little hobbies. His fun little hobbies. In a 2008 video, Arizona Senate candidate Blake Masters wrapped in a mock Native American face paint to ridicule the political correct police. I understand. People tell me all the time that I am pale as fuck and I need to get more vitamin D. Now that's just racist. People tell me all the time that I live in a giant house with very wealthy parents and I need to get out of my parents' basement. Now that's just racist.
I'm just stroking my gun.
I see now.
Beat is gone. We're back. So Barack Obama called the waitress a sweetie today. Now the press is having a day. They're getting all mad. They're looking for a fight. I'm reading the news. I'm like, this shit ain't right. What's going on here? He can't speak the truth. What if she was a sweetie? What if she was cute? It's a sad day in society when 1 + 2 can't equal 3. I'm no fan of his policies, but he's not a sexist. Everybody knows this. He's wandered around with Lexus, but it didn't work.
Oh God, stupid. Dad was right. I'm worth nothing. I'll never get to the Senate.
What an idiot. Why would I... Here we go.
Stupid. I'm stupid. God. Oh, my mom will never love me now. She said I wish I was like Eminem. She wishes she had Eminem. Oh, God.
Here we go. How about we talk about the way I look? Everybody knows that's off the hook. I've got the war paint on, as you can see. Who said what about cultural insensitivity? Nah, man. It's just having fun. Don't blame me. I ain't the one. Where's my beat? Something.
Where's my beat, Mom?
You
Mom!
talking to someone for real?
Mom! Mom, where's my beat?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I dress up as an Indian. If you don't like it, I'm gonna take you into the political correct police, throw you in jail. Blake makes it rock, but Sean D, he makes it hail. Everybody knows that I can't beat that guy. His rounds were, oh my god, super fly. I'm almost embarrassed to be stacked up with him, but sometimes you gotta lose and grin. Alright, C-Bay, think I'm done. That's all I got for you. Hope it was fun. I'd keep on rapping, but you know how it goes. Those guys get gunned down and they get no hose.
I actually went on 4chan for the first time like a month ago. I was like, this is incomprehensible. So like in my search to have an easier time dating, like I go across like red pill communities. Yeah. So it's like at the surface, like, oh, this is cool. Like, don't be a simp.
Not bad advice on like as by itself, right?
Skip like 50 steps, but then I like see a comment that's like, you know, none of this would be a problem if not for the Rothschilds or something. What? And then it's like, click this link if you want to learn the truth. And I click the link and I'm like, wow, I didn't know like these people like control the whole world. And I like read it for like 15 minutes and I was like, wait a minute.
No.
Wait a minute. These are Nazis.
You almost got me. You almost got me there. I was so close. You almost had me, you know? It's like, you know, it's hard to get girls to like you, for sure, you know? And then, you know, here's a way to be easy, for it to be easier. Don't be a simp, you know, be confident. But a way for that to be easier is if you realize that they're just mean to guys. Okay, yeah, well, some girls do stink. And then you keep going further, and it's like the Jews. These darn girls. Jordan Peterson tells me that the girls are the problem. I haven't talked to like a girl yet. There's too many people perpetually online, and when they think of these things in their minds and they just like get angrier because they're like, why isn't this working out for me? I don't get it, you know, because they haven't really tried that much, or maybe they've been very unlucky. Either way, I think probably Blake Masters is probably of that exact same that exact same area. I know a lot of people who've been radicalized who I've had to lose as friends because they won't stop on the Nazi shit, you know, and they won't stop on the othering as far as like there's somebody out there trying to get me and they're taking away my women and my jobs. Well, I mean, Jordan Peterson said it in a talk, and I'm pretty sure he's right because he only eats meat, right? I have to scapegoat somebody, don't I?
Seriously though, Jewish girls, hit me up. Hit us up.
Hit me up. I'm Brian Kemp. All right, that was awesome.